I've told people this started as a prank. That's the version that feels safe. But the truth is simpler. It started the moment I realized someone was keeping better track of my life than I was. Senior prank night, Evergreen High. It was supposed to be stupid but harmless. Hallways stuffed with balloons, thank you notes taped to doors, glitter footprints down the main corridor. No vandalism, just joy with consequences. We were sprinting through the parking lot at 2 a.m., breathless, laughing too loudly, adrenaline buzzing. Someone yelled, "Lily's next. Make sure her prank is romantic. We owe her." I rolled my eyes and tossed my glitter-covered sneakers in my trunk. And that's when I saw it. A folded white square tucked under my windshield wiper. Just numbers on it. 44.8731, 122.8735. Coordinates, maybe? Or homework? A fragment of a phone number? Someone's idea of flirting? I tossed it in the glove box and drove home with the windows down, feeling like the world was finally opening instead of closing. A week later, on a camping trip with Sarah and 4 other seniors, I found the next slip. Different handwriting, but same kind of fold. Rows of digits, no commas, no decimals. "What? Someone brought homework?" I said, holding it up. Everyone denied it. Of course they denied it. It wasn't funny yet. I've shoved it in my bag. A few days later, while dumping my camping gear in the laundry room, another paper slid out of my hoodie. More coordinates. 45, 49, 32, 122, 67001. I typed it into Google, expecting nothing. And it turned up nothing, initially. But after adding dots and commas, it dropped a pin directly on the water park I'd visited that weekend. The exact spot where I had parked. My fingers went cold. I texted the group chat, "Okay, he's stalking me with coordinates." Hours passed. Responses trickled in. "What coordinates? We didn't do anything. Are you okay?" That night I dreamt of the school parking lot, rows of cars stretching to the horizon, a faded white square under every windshield wiper. Graduation brought the usual last Dairy Queen run, last bonfire, last time ignoring curfew. The notes came faster. One stuck under my sofa at the drive-in, one taped to a gas station mirror. One slipped between my yearbook pages on a line of signatures, always coordinates, always somewhere I had already been. The handwriting was unevenly neat. Square, careful, like someone had practiced it. The folds were identical, each paper spotless. I kept them in a jewelry box. 10 of them, stacked, chronological, breadcrumbs. The one that broke me arrived with the mail. There was no return address. Inside was a single folded paper. Coordinates. I typed them in. The mat dropped a pin directly on my house. A weird, stupid part of me hoped it would be a few feet off, that maybe someone guessed that it wasn't a coincidence. But no, bullseye right on our front steps. That night I slept with the lamp on. By morning, my resolve cracked. I called Caleb. We'd known each other since middle school. He's the kind of person who reads emergency prep manuals for fun, due for basic training in 2 weeks. He showed up with his laptop. We spread the papers out on the bed like detectives. "These aren't random," he said immediately. "This one's decimal degrees, this one's UTM. Whoever did this knows mapping formulas." He entered them one by one. Pins popped up. Camping, water park, concert, drive-in. And then he zoomed out. The pins formed a line curving northeast, ending on my street. "It's like someone is tracking the order of your life," he murmured. "What for?" I asked. He didn't answer. The next few days were made of creaks. Not loud ones, the soft intentional ones houses make when they're remembering where everyone is. Every car slowing outside made my chest tighten. Every night I locked the windows twice. Every morning I checked the mailbox like it might bite. Mom said I was stressed. Dad said I was sentimental. That the world felt slightly crooked, like someone nudged it when I wasn't looking. I flipped the notes over. I don't know why I hadn't before. On the backs were faint pencil markings. It ends where you started, each on different pieces of paper. 5 notes, 5 words, 5 pieces of a message. After that, I threw the whole box away. The next morning, the box was on my porch, neatly closed, paper stacked. Mom swore she never touched it. The trash had come and gone, our bins empty on the sidewalk, but there it was, on my porch. Sarah called at 11 p.m., her voice trembling. "I got one too," she whispered. "Taped to my steering wheel, same size, same fold." I paused. "What did it lead to?" I asked. "The lake," she said, "the middle of it." We didn't talk long. She didn't call again. The day before I left for college, another note appeared under my wiper. Weathered, soft edges, like it had been waiting for a long time. Coordinates. My house. And underneath, the word "now." That night, I didn't move from my bed. I just sat with my back to the wall and listened for anything that didn't belong. At 2:14 a.m., a soft knock on the front door. Just one, a single knock. Mom didn't stir, Dad didn't get up. The house held its breath. In the morning, a note lay on the porch. Not coordinates, a date. August 14th. It was move-in day for college. Dad loaded the last box into my car the next morning, kissed my forehead, told me to text when I crossed the state line. I nodded, trying to smile. 3 hours into the drive, I stopped for gas. My hands shook. Caffeine, nerves, something else. When I reached the dorm, I carried everything inside in one trip, hauling boxes until my arms ached because stopping felt dangerous. My roommate hadn't arrived yet, and the room was empty. I looked around, set my phone on the desk. Almost immediately it buzzed. An unknown number, a single text. 40.0091, 105.2733. My dorm. Followed by, "You're doing so well." My throat closed. Sleep came slowly. At 2:14 a.m., I woke up, not to noise, to quiet. The kind of quiet that feels like someone is standing behind the silence. I got up, walked to the common room window. This morning, before my first class, I checked my windshield. The slip of paper waited. Folded. Perfect. No coordinates, just "it ends where you started." And underneath it, in smaller letters, the words "look up." I did. Across the lot on the 3rd floor walkway, someone stood, a silhouette, still, as if balancing something delicate in their hands. I stepped backward and pressed myself against the car. The silhouette lifted an arm, showed a small square of white held between 2 fingers. He didn't wave or move. He waited, like he was giving me time to understand, like he had always given me time. And that's when I realized something I hadn't told anyone. The first coordinate wasn't the prank. It was the answer to a question I didn't know that I'd asked. And now that I'm here, now that I've followed every breadcrumb, I think he's waiting to give me the next one.